We started our journey in 1927, when Belmonte was founded. You know, BDS used to be a sheep farm. Too far back? Okay, let's fast forward. How about on January 5th, 2009, at 11:29 a.m. at Beth Israel Hospital in Boston. You don't want to celebrate my first birthday with me? Okay, fine, we'll keep going. 4 years ago, I was a fourth grader obsessed with swimming, ice cream, and of course, Justin Bieber. I knew every lyric to Sorry, Can't Feel My Face, and Despacito. In fourth grade, my parents began talking about the idea of an independent school. I almost chose St. Peter's, but decided not to go. I got cold feet. Then, the summer after fourth grade, I realized that I wanted something different, new and exciting. So our search began. The day that the box arrived was the day that I knew I had made the right choice. After school on a hot Tuesday afternoon in March, I came home to a flat white box wrapped in blue tape. Welcome to Shady Hill, it said, in white gold letters. I was delighted, but I knew there was a bigger present waiting for me. I rushed over to my mom, holding her phone in one hand, her finger over the View Decision button in Ravenna, next to the Belmonte logo. I guess we all know how that went. The first day at Belmonte was interesting to say the least. There we were, an advisory of 11 sixth graders, sitting 6 feet apart, the floor covered in tape, detailing where the desk should be placed. My stomach was full from eating some really delicious meatballs from Camilla that morning, and my heart was pounding. Then I realized it was my turn to speak. Sebastian Snake, I said, in my most confident voice. We were playing some random name game, but instead of listening, everyone was zoned out, caught behind the mask that obstructed our faces from one another. The first day may have been a flop, but I had no idea that soon enough, we would become the Moriarty movies. As the world adapted to COVID, there were a lot of firsts. I remember the first time eating in Coolidge Hall, even though I was a bit sad that we never finished Avatar while eating lunch with my cohort in the classroom. The beginning of 7th grade was completely different. It almost felt like the world was back to normal. Then again, I'd never known normal at Belmonte. Some highlights included playing sports against other schools for the first time and going down to the center on Fridays. Some things were inevitable. As the pandemic came to a stop, other events started piling up. In 7th grade, we had the saga of never-ending bar mitzvahs. In 8th grade, we had high school open houses, interviews, and endless capstone interviews. All things and moments that cemented us as a class and would prepare us for the Southwest trip, a highlight of my time at BDS. I would compare my BDS experience to a very steep hill. It's been a challenge both academically and socially getting to this point. Now that I'm at the top of the hill, I can look back and see how much I've grown throughout my short time here. The final months of 8th grade have been bittersweet. I'm rolling down a hill at a fast pace with great momentum for the next hill to come. Ironically, 5 minutes from here, Belmont Hill. After that, there will be more hills to climb. Hopefully not in Belmont, unless Mr. Largate decides to start BDS University. I will always look back and be happy about my time at Belmonte. And I must confess, I am sad to leave. After countless experiences here, I don't look back and remember the Pythagorean theorem or the worthy wise words. Sorry, Mr. Locke. I remember celebrating the win of Friday night scoops, both last year and this year. I do remember the music and the energy on the bus ride over to sports meets. And I remember the terrible food we had at Cracker Barrel in the middle of Utah. I remember my first experience as part of the ambassador program, and I remember helping pack food during Community Service Day last spring at FoodLink and just recently at Community Servants. What do all those things have in common? Well, my friends, mentors, teachers, and classmates. They were all there to sing with me during modern band and shovel poop at farm school. The people of BDS have shaped who I am today, and if I'd known how wild of a ride BDS would be, I wouldn't have considered anywhere else. Not for a second. Word of advice for the rising class of 8th graders. Don't take any of these opportunities for granted. 8th grade is hard, but it's worth it. Enjoy every minute, cherish your friendships, and know that you'll be in our shoes in a heartbeat. I'd be a fool not to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone who's helped me along my BDS journey. My parents, my grandparents who are here all the way from Puerto Rico. My teachers, mentors, coaches, Mr. Largay, and everyone else who helped make my BDS experience the best it could be. I wanted to thank everyone who helped me edit this speech, included but not limited to my mom, Gabriel Bird, and Perrin Fine. Last but definitely not least, my friends, who've been there every step of the way, from the Moriarty groupies to the rubber buggies to, we still haven't decided the name yet, but it's probably Trunkowski Town. We survived the high school search, capstone, SSATs, and GED. Thank you, and congratulations to my amazing BDS class of 2023.